Hey, hope you're all doing well. Very exciting day for me. I've just received the Boss Waza Tube Amp Expander. Now, full disclosure, I did buy this because I wanted it, but I was lucky enough to get it at artist pricing, even though I'm not technically a Boss artist, but, you know, I'm not complaining. So let's get straight into it. Let's open it up. Oh, man, so excited. Right, on top here, we've got our trusty manual. I'm going to have to look through that because I've never used an attenuator before or an amp expander, so I need to do my research. Cool. So this was packed on the side, and of course, it's our lead. Oh, mad. So that's some little brackets. That's cool. So that comes with two little metal brackets. Obviously, that's so that you can rack mount this guy. Handy. All right, let's pull it out. It's packaged well, so that's a plus. It's not that hard to unpack, I'm just a bit useless. So here we are. There it is, guys, the Tube Amp Expander. So I'm sure you've all seen sort of other reviews on this one, but on the top here, we've got like a little diagram there. Got all our dials on the front, power switch. It's got the little Wazacraft logo there. Mad. And on the back, there's all our inputs. Well, there we go. That's what comes in the box. It's pretty straightforward. We've got the Tube Amp Expander, we've got a lead and the manual. And oh, of course, the little brackets. Now, like I said, I 100% bought this because I wanted it. I did a bit of research and I liked the look of this one. As you all know, I'm a bit of a Boss fan. I've got heaps of pedals. I've got the Katana 50 Mark II, but I got this because I was able to track down an old Marshall JCM 2000. This was actually the first amp I ever owned. I loved it. And I used it for years. It was kind of my go-to sound. But after a few years, something happened and something blew. So I took it into my local music store for repairs. And unfortunately, they sold it. But long story short, I was able to track one down and I have it now. I actually don't own a cabinet anymore, so I haven't been able to use it. It's just been sitting there taunting me for a couple of months now. Hence why I got the Tube Amp Expander. So I'm going to play through this. Obviously, this comes with some cabinet emulation, so I'm going to have to deal with that for a little while until I get some more money and buy myself a cabinet, and then I can try this out in that capacity as well. So that's what comes out of the box. Let's move on. Let's plug it in. Let's test it out. Okay, so it's actually been about 3 days since I unboxed the Tube Amp Expander because I didn't have a speaker cable, but it showed up today. I'm going to plug this in. All right, cool. We are plugged in. Now, when you do this, you want to make sure that you plug your speaker cable into this section here where it says from Tube Amp, and they've made it big and red, so you can't miss that one. But very important, you want to make sure that you set what ohm you're sending from your amp and the input level. Now, this is a 100 watt head, and I'm sending at 16 ohm. So I've set this one to 16, and it's across there to 100. Just real quick, I'm going to be playing out of the mono front of house line here so you can hear what that one's like. And I've also got the headphone jack plugged in. I'm going to record from the headphone jack so you can hear what the headphones sound like too. As an extra note too, they've got these little plugs in a lot of the little holes there. So that's just a nice little quirk. Nothing dirty's going to get in there when it comes in. Also too, this thing is sturdy. It's built like a tank. You're not going to break it. Well, unless you're an idiot. And we're ready to go. Now, I'm genuinely nervous and excited. I haven't even turned on this amp or heard it or played through it for many, many years. This will be the first time. Now, before you do turn your amp on, very important, make sure it's all connected. Turn on the Tube Amp Expander first. So let's do that. Whoop. There's a little click as you turn it on. Things are happening. All right. Here we go. All right. It's on. I've got nothing plugged in yet. I've got a few pedals here on the floor. That's the lead into the input. Now it's on standby. I'm going to be using my Les Paul Custom to play into this because why not? I've got the foot switch on the floor. Oh, there we go. Turns out you need to have both these switches pushed in in order for the foot switch to do its thing. I haven't got anything in the effects loop. I'm going to stop talking. I'm putting this off on purpose. Oh, goodness gracious me. Here we go. I'm not monitoring. This is very exciting, guys. You have no idea. Now, if you're going to be using the mono or the front of house line out, this line out on the front actually doesn't affect it. Only if you're coming out of the left and right line out. This one works. All right, channel 3. It's quite roomy. Well, I don't know what cab I'm using here. So this is what it sounds like straight out of the box. This is the headphones now. The front of house line out is peaking a bit hard, and I'm having a bit of trouble getting that level adjusted, but I'll play with that in just a moment. Let's keep going on these headphones, hey? Let's get some reverb in. Oh. How good. Effects. Nice. Well, I'm going to turn these headphones back down. Well, guys, it's just taken a little bit of tweaking. I've changed from the mono front of house to just coming out of the left side. I don't have enough inputs to muck around doing the left and right just at the moment on the line out, but that's what I'm using right now. And in comparison, this is the phones. So on the headphones, it sounds like they've got that room mic on there already. I'm not going to be able to tell until I plug into the software to figure it all out. But this is what we get out of the box, guys. We've got a delay, we've got the reverb. You can scroll through all your rigs. Alright, so I thought I'd finish up filming the video for this one, but I've been jamming and it just occurred to me that I didn't go through the rigs on this unit that come out of the box. So, first off, rig 1. This is channel 3 on my JCM 2000. I've got a super overdrive in front and a noise suppressor, which is doing that much work. Anyway, so this is what it sounds like. That's rig 1. Rig 2 and number 3. Number 4. Number 5. Number 6. Seven. Number 9. And number 10. So those are the stock presets that you get out of the box, 1 through 10. Each one is drastically different. There's different reverb settings, there's different solo and effects settings in there. I'm not sure if the reactive load, the resonance and the presence controls change per preset, but everyone's different. So there you go. I'm going to be looking at this in a bit more detail over the coming weeks, show you guys how to download and install and use the software, and if there's a firmware update, obviously we'll walk through that as well. But for the moment, I'm so excited to be able to use my Marshall amp again. It's been far too long and I have it back. It's amazing. Now remember, this reverb and delay is what's coming out of the amp expander. On the panel we can't adjust the delay. This is sort of set and forget type thing, but the reverb, let's turn it all the way up. Effect. So delay's off. Reverb, let's crank the reverb. It's a nice big reverb, hey? Reverb's a bit much now, I think. That's nicer there. gotta say, it is kind of weird using an actual amp and playing through monitors. I mean, that's what I've been doing for such a long time with my floor units, like my GT1000 core and my head rush. But to have an actual amp and no speaker, it's kind of weird. But that's gonna be one of my next investments. I obviously need to get myself a cab. Haven't decided if I'm gonna get a 2x12 or a 4x12. Obviously, I don't have a lot of space, so I'm thinking maybe 2x12, but that's 100% why I got this. I knew that eventually I would be getting myself a cab, and I'd need to be playing at a bedroom level because it's not a stage. But I'm so thrilled that I got this, and especially got my Marshall back and I can actually use it. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, stay up to date with all my upcoming videos, and don't miss out on the updates that I'm going to be doing on this tube amp expander. But that's it for today. I'm just going to keep playing otherwise. Thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned. See you next time.